Every single morning I log in, I look at this dashboard, I see exactly how much we spend, I see exactly how much cash we've collected, I see exactly how much revenue we've generated, and this dashboard is running our entire client account. I can see the exact account health, I can see what's going wrong, our daily spend, our cost per call, cost per landing page view, application rate, ROAS over time, application cost, completed application, booked calls by funnel. I see exactly which closer closed most of the deals. I can split test VSLs and see the performance, the retention rates, the play rates, everything in one dashboard. I can see which ad is driving most of the cash, which ad is driving most of the revenue, which ad has the highest ROAS. I have a nice pie chart here to see which ads are cooking right now. I can see the campaigns that are running right now, and I can see the ROAS per ad set. And this dashboard is literally running our entire client account. The day that I created this dashboard, I literally went in Meta and fixed 4-5 things, because having that data in one place was so game changing, because suddenly I could see exactly, when I looked at my campaigns, for example, I could see exactly, oh well, this lookalike audience over here is generating a way higher ROAS than this other ad set. Why not scale it and force more spend towards it with an ABO, okay? And in this video, when you keep watching until the end, I will show you exactly how you can set up this dashboard as well, or how you can have us guys set up this dashboard for you. And if you're not tracking your data, you're flying completely blind. You can't scale a client account consistently if you're not tracking data. And in this video, I will show you exactly which data actually matters, what needs to be tracked, how to take actions, how to actually read this data. Even though it's very, very clear, we even get recommendations, okay? This dashboard even gives us recommendations because it's trained on our SOPs. It knows exactly what's off in the funnel. It says over here, make sure we're collecting here cash, because most of the cash comes from payment plans. Make sure we follow up and connect the remainders, okay? And in this video, I will show you exactly how you can get this set up without getting your account shut down, because there's so many videos out there right now who simply don't know that a lot of the connections that these guys are teaching you are dangerous. They can get your Meta account shut down. In this video, I will show you the official way, okay? First of all, we can filter here exactly by time period. We can see last 30 days, we can see last 90 days, and we see exactly, as you can see over here, we've got a comparison. Okay, we've got a comparison time period. So I see, okay, in the last 90 days compared to the last 90 days before that, how much we spent 13% more, but we generated 13% more cash and 12% more revenue. We've got 14% more closes, 14% more qualified closes, and here are all our booked calls, here are all our qualified booked calls, here's our average deal size, here's our cost per call, contract ROAS, cash ROAS, and I see exactly how our daily spend has evolved. Okay, I can also have it with a nice bar chart over here. Then I see my cost per landing page view, I see my cost per started application, cost per completed application, and I see exactly how it has evolved. Okay, so now, for example, let's say I want to hop into the last 14 days just to have a bit more condensed data. What I can see, oh, our cost per application went up, on our application rate went down. So this might be a bottleneck. Okay, maybe we have too much friction in the application form. Maybe our ad messaging and our landing page messaging doesn't align. Okay, we can go down. We can see our ROAS over time. We can see, for example, here we had always declines. Now, why does that happen? Simply because we keep testing, we keep stacking our spend, we do some new ABOs, and that's why it fluctuates. And obviously, Meta as a platform, it can't always be steady 24/7. I see a cost per landing page view. Okay, if something is wrong there with the cost per landing page view, I know exactly. Maybe our ads aren't converting. Maybe our click-through rate is low, okay? Maybe our landing page doesn't load, and if there would be a subtle drop-off, I know exactly what to fix. Then we have our applications over here, cost per completed application. So for another client account, what we basically had was our cost per completed application significantly went higher than expected. So it just spiked up after we had a new VSL in place. So I knew exactly, okay, this VSL was leading to a doubled cost per application. It was twice as high as before, so we need a different VSL. Simply the problem with this VSL was it was too long, okay? Now I can see our book calls by funnel, so you see exactly the Instagram funnel, the M funnel is cooking, but the VSL funnel as well, and keep in mind, they're actually interacting with each other. I see our VSL booked calls per closer, I see which closer, for example, Marcus over here is cooking, By the way, these data are, we have all these dashboards rolled out for our clients, but this data here is a template. I won't show you the actual client data, but client data can be very similar, okay? Then it gives me action items. It says, okay, contract rows is far ahead of your cash rows. So I know, for example, as I said before, we got to collect more remainders. What it could have added there is as well, focus on closing more cash up front, focus on PIFs, get your sales team a training that makes them actually focus on PIFs and not only go with payment plans or incentivize PIFs, right, with some other deliverables. Then, very cool thing here, we have 2 VSLs. So we were split testing VSLs before for our client, okay? And then we can see our play rate, we see our retention rate, we see our completion rate. And you see the difference between these 2 VSLs is, first of all, the play rate was lower here, and then our retention rate was way lower than over here, nearly 15% lower. This means that VSL number 2 is probably too long. It's probably it's not written in a good way, so we know exactly that here our retention should be higher compared to the other one. And you can see nicely how the variant B and the main VSL evolve over here. You can see the main VSL was had consistently a higher retention rate, also a higher play rate, and you can see our overall blended VSL performance is still really stable. And now the most crucial thing here is our actual winning ad panel, okay? I can see ad number 7, hook A brought VSL, okay, this ad is cooking for us in the last 30 days. Keep in mind, this is always the data from the last 30 days. I can see that it got us 158 calls. We spent $3,500 on it, and it's absolutely cooked for us, right? Then I can see our top cash collected in this period. It comes also from this exact ad. I can see the best cash rows comes from this ad over here. I can see the best contract rows comes from ad 27 as well, which is our retargeting audience. So it might be worth forcing more spend towards this ad because it's getting us a high ROAS. That doesn't mean it's the main spend carrier here. As you can see, when we have a look at the cash collected by UTM content, we see, okay, 7 is cooking, 18 and 11, the testimonial as well, is attracting a lot of cash. So these are the angles that we mainly want to focus on, okay? Now, I can also see by funnel how our ROAS is, how our cash is, how our cost per book call is, how many these are qualified calls, this shouldn't be registrations we're getting, okay? I see exactly how a remarketing campaign is performing, and I see how other campaigns, this is the M funnel, how they are performing, okay? I see exactly how much we spend, how much calls we've booked, and how high our overall account ROAS is. And now, very crucial thing, you can see all the top money makers are ranked here. I can filter by funnel, so if I want to go to my VSL funnel, I see exactly, okay, for the VSL funnel, this ad is carrying most of the spend, but for example, ad number 21 just got, as you can see over here, $2,000 spent and still a 6.1 ROAS, so that might be worth scaling even more, okay? And when I especially look at the cash ROAS, I see, for example, ad 18 is getting us a higher cash ROAS than ad 7, so that might be worth scaling too, right? So next off, I can look at my campaigns. Now, these are the exact campaigns that we have live in Meta, okay? Because it pulls the data from there, from the API, and I can open the campaign nicely, and look how cool this is, guys. Like, whenever you logged in the Meta Ads Manager, haven't you ever wished to see exactly which of these ads is actually leading to calls, and having it nicely all in one place with one dashboard as here. Now, this is exactly what you can see. I can see, okay, this ad set broad is getting us a 7.8 ROAS. This other ad set is getting us a 3.3 ROAS. The other ad set is getting us, let me see over here, the interest stack ad set is getting us a 2.4 ROAS. So we should go broad, okay? I can see here how the lookalike audience is performing, because we've also got a 1% lookalike audience. I can see the ROAS of the lookalike audience is lower than, no, it's even higher than the ROAS of the overall VSL funnel campaign. So we should keep scaling it. I can see the retargeting audience, video viewers here, video viewers retargeting is performing at a 3.6 spend, and website visitors is performing at a 4 0.3x ROAS. Okay, I can see exactly how our IG engagement campaign is performing as well. So all the campaign data in one place. And then lastly, you also see your entire ad performance. So you can look at all the ads that we've got live right now and see their performance in a dashboard. So this dashboard accumulates all the data that you have in your VSL funnel, from having someone click on your ad, to landing on your landing page, to filling out the application, to clicking on the VSL, okay, to booking a call, to then showing up to the call, okay, because as you can see maybe over here, we've also got sales data where we can see exactly everything that's sales related, okay. So every single thing is getting tracked in this dashboard. And whenever I see a problem, I can fix it directly, okay? This caused me to, as I said, for example, come up with the idea, oh, our application cost has doubled, so maybe we need another VSL. Maybe we need ads that resonate more with our landing page, or maybe we need to change the landing page messaging, okay? When I see, for example, well, this one ad is getting most of the spend in one campaign, but it isn't actually driving the highest ROAS, it might be worth doing an ABO and forcing spend towards ads that aren't getting most of the spend yet. This is what I'm doing right now for one of our clients. Again, this is, by the way, no real client data, so to all our competitors, I'm sorry, you can't copy us. But yeah, exactly. This is what you want to have in place. Now, if you want to learn how you can set up this dashboard for you, there are two simple ways. Either you can do it with the next following 3 or 4 minutes in this video where I'm going to break down exactly how it works, or you can partner with us as an agency client. By the way, this dashboard is just like this dashboard is the tracking, but obviously the execution is the most important thing. So when I see something, I see ads, this ad angle is cooking, I want to craft more ad angles, okay? When I see this ad is getting no spend, but it's performing at a very high ROAS, I want to put it in an ABO, craft 4 or 5 new similar angles with different formats, put it in an ABO and let it rip, okay? And these kind of actions will help you scale your account significantly. And I'm telling you, so many agencies don't even have a bit, like 10% of this data in place for their clients. We want to make sure our clients get our highest results, which is why we're tracking data so accurately, because in my opinion, you can't do media buying efficiently. You can't scale with ads efficiently if you're not tracking all of your data. And in this dashboard, everything is combined. So you can either have it set up by us guys, then feel free to reach out to me on Instagram. It's Simon@Asman. Hit me up there and we can see if we can help you, or book in a call with me directly. It's growinginfo.com. All the links are in the description. Yeah, welcome back. Here's exactly how it works. So first of all, you need to have all the right applications in place. What you want to have is obviously your Meta Business Manager. Everyone is talking about MCP server. Sure, you can connect it with MCPs, but most of your accounts won't have the MCP rolled out yet. And what you shouldn't do is try to get some sketchy API key. What you should do is go to Meta Developers, okay? That's Meta Developers. You go to Business Manager, Meta Developers, and you create an app. And you give the app, it's nothing complicated. Like I say, creating an app, or you think like, holy shit, I need to code an app. No, you just go to Developers, create app, select the right scope. I set the scope where it says it can read my data, okay? And then you go to next, and then you simply create the app. And then what you want to do next is create a system user. By the way, everything here is on your own risk. This is the official way, but if anything happens, I won't be responsible for that, okay? Just a way how you can actually set it up. If you want to do it that way, everything is going to be on your risk, okay? So look, you go to Developers, set up a system user, an app, and then you make sure you follow the right standards and you plug it into Claude Code. Obviously, also make sure your Claude Code is only available to you and has secure data. Then you want to go to Airtable, where in Airtable we track all of our sales data, or to the system where you're tracking all your sales data. You want to get the API and plug it into a Claude Code. You want to go to Typeform, get the API, and plug it into Claude Code. You want to go to Slack, and get, again, same way here, create an app, make sure the app has all the permissions, invite the app to your server, okay, to your right channel. We put it in all the important channels where we actually have automations and data that it needs to read, and then plug it into Claude Code and go to Wistia, to Videolytics, or whatever tool you're using for your VSLs, for hosting your VSLs, and plug it into Claude Code. Then Claude Code, now obviously with the right prompts, with the right instructions and the right vibe coding, can calculate all the data, all the KPIs and metrics that it needs from the data that it gets from these applications. Again, as I said, be careful, do it on your own risk. Be aware that if you do it the wrong way, you could get your account shut down. I did it this way. Personally, it worked for me. I know a lot of people who are also doing it this way. This is not a video to encourage you to do it, but yeah, just a quick disclaimer here. You're fully responsible for that. And then you want to upload the dashboard to your VPS, for example. This is on Hostinger, where we are hosting our entire server, and we have our dashboard there as well, so all of our clients can see it. I can create a custom client view for this client personally, who can see it all the time and have access to all of his data. And yeah, this is exactly how it works, guys. If you like what you've seen, again, if you want it implemented, everything here done for you, custom built, exactly how we have it for all of our clients in place, exactly as the demonstration that I showed you before, then feel free to reach out to me. If not, I wish you the best luck building it. Yeah, feel free to follow this account for more. You can see insane value being shared here. Follow this channel for more, follow me on Instagram, leave a like, share it with someone who needs it, and anyone who's running ads and who doesn't have this kind of data track in place will probably need it. And with that being said, guys, take care.